Namaskar, Abhishek, once again in the series Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. We are just trying to understand the great Guru, the Pravartak of this great divine Shastra, Maharshi Parashar himself, what revealed, what he taught to his best of the best student, Maitre, together. And we are today in episode 66. In the last episode, Maharshi has provided Drishti Chakra Nyas. This Drishti Chakra Nyas is one of the technique for easily memorizing or easily capturing the Rasi Drishti. Drishti Chakra Nyas is a tool associated with the Rasi Drishti in Parashari system. Today, Maharshi Parashar is going to reveal one of the greatest concept aspect in Vedic astrology. Before we are going to immerse into the Guru Vak, immerse into the next chapter, Arishtha Adhyaya, he is talking about the evils in the chart in this chapter. We will remember our Gurudev, Guru of the Guru, Lord Sri Mahadev. Vande Deva Umapatim Surgurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Pannagabhusanam Mrigdharam Chavardam Vande Pasunam Patim Vande Surya Sasank Vahaninayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakti Janasraye Chavardam Vande Shivam Sankaram Vande Shivam Sankaram Vande Shivam Sankaram. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. In this new chapter, chapter 10 of Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, Maharshi is ready to talk about Arishta's evil in the chart. Because Maharshi do believe, first of all, whenever a chart is coming, whenever you start looking at the chart, looking at the life of any native, first of all, the very first thing you do the Arist Vichar. You figure it out through his Janm Lagna. What are the Arist Yog in the chart? And think about the longevity. Then only after that you go to the other houses and start your analysis. That is the first and foremost starting point of the analysis. That's why Maharshi is coming up with the Arishtha Adhyaya. So he will come up with the Arishtha Adhyaya. He will talk about the Arist. He will talk about the evil associated with the native, associated with the mother of the native, associated with the father of the native, one by one, step by step. And thereafter, in the next chapter, he will come up with the cancellation of the evil. Arist Bhang. First, he will talk about the Arist. Then he will talk about the Arist Bhang. Then he will go in the houses and he will discuss each house separately in full detail. So this is the plan of Maharshi, how one continuous great thought is flowing in a proper, continuous and harmonious manner. So, to syncing with the teaching style of Maharshi, I have adopted a plan for this Arishtha. We'll do this Arishtha in 3 episodes. First episode, I'll dedicate to the discussion on Arishtha related to the native Balarishtha. And the second episode under this Adhyaya, that would be the Matri Kashta Vichar. And the last and third episode would be the Pitri Kashta Vichar. So in this manner, we will complete this Arishtha Adhyaya, the revelation of Arishtha Adhyaya by Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashara himself. So just immerse into the Guru Kathan now. Atharishtha Adhyaya Parasar Uvacha Adau Janmangato Vipra Rishtaristam Vicharaye Tadastavadi Bhavanam Jatakasya Phalam Vade. Now he is giving direction. He is saying to Maitre, hey Bipra. He is addressing Maitre as a Bipra. He is saying, first of all, through the Lagna chart, through the natal chart of the native, you do the vichar of auspiciousness and inauspiciousness, Arisht and the Arisht Bhang. So think about in that direction, first of all, and thereafter, only thereafter, you go to the other bhavas, like first house, second house, third house, and all the 12 houses. So that would be your plan. This is your plan. Maitre, you have to go like that. So in the first verse, very quickly, he just gave Maitre a high level plan. You have to follow this when you do the analysis. And now he is coming up in the second verse and onwards. Chaturvinsati varsani yavad gachanti janmataha janmaristam tu tavata asya ayurdayam na chintaye. In the second verse, Maharshi is talking about the Balarishtha. He's talking about the Janmarishta, the Arish, the evil associated with the birth. So he is saying up to Chatur Vinsati, Chatur 4, Vinsati 20, 4 plus 20, 24. So up to 24 year. This is the period of the Balarishtha. So up to that period, you should not think about the longevity. You don't ascertain, please don't determine the longevity up to that period, up to 24 years. There are some other school of thoughts also, some other acharyas. If you go in other classics, Haldipika or Hora or other, then they have ascertained this period up to 12. But here, what Maharshi Parashara, the great Guru, is revealing, we are just going by Maharshi Parashara. So Maharshi Parashara has given the number, that is the 24, up to 24, that Balarishtha. So in the second verse, he has declared the period, the duration, the span of the Balarishtha. So up to that period, please don't determine the longevity of the native. Now Maharshi is going in a more deeper in verse number 3 and onwards. Sasta astaris kasya chandra krurai khetas chaivi chitataha Jatakasya mritudataha sadasya suvechitaha. Now he is giving some combination. Now he is starting giving some combination. The very first combination is coming through the moon, through the Chandrama. He is saying from the ascendant, 6th house, and the 8 and the 12. So from the ascendant, you think from the ascendant. So 6, 8, and 12, if moon is there, and that moon is aspected by the malefic, in that case, native might die early. This is the revelation by Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashara. And then he is not stopping up to that level only. He is coming more, giving more combinations. So through third verse, so think about Chandrama, Chandradev, moon, and if moon is in the trik from the Lagna and aspected by the malefics, then there might be Sigra Maran. Now fourth. Sasi Nava Mritudaha Saumyascha Te Dvakraha Kruravichitataha Sisor Jatasya Masena Lagne Saumya Vivarjite. Now he is giving in the third verse. In the third verse, he has provided that the Sigra Maran, so that Sigra Maran he has given the number also. That number is Ashtavarasam, Ashtavarasai, so 8 year. So if the moon is in the trik from the Lagna, 6, 8, and 12, and aspected by the malefic, then that Sigra Maran, that Sigra is 8. So here Maharshi is saying, Sadhyasya Ashtavarasai Suvechita. If Suvechita, that 8 verse is coming, if that is aspected by the Subh planet. And if not aspected by any Subh planet, then that is a Sigra Maran. That Sigra is not provided. And in the fourth verse, he is saying, if let us suppose if there is a Subh planet, if there is a Subh planet and that Subh planet, that benefic planet is in 6, 8, and 12, but that benefic planet is retrograde. That benefic planet is retrograde or aspected by the malefic, then that Maran could be happen in 1 month. And also, if there is no Subh planet, if there is no benefic planet in the Lagna, then also this yoga will happen. This Arishtha will happen. This Balarishtha will happen. According to the verse number 4 by Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashara. So through 4, verse number 4, he concentrated on Somme planets, Somme Vivarchite. So he is saying if that Somme planet is in trik from the Lagna, or it's a retrograde or aspected by malefic, then also there is not much longevity. In that case, it's only 1 month. Now he is giving more combinations for this Balarist in verse number 5. So in the verse number 5, he is coming like, Yasya janmani dhisthaha asyu suryar kindu kuja vidha tasye tvasu janitri cha bhrata cha nidhanam braje. Now he is talking about the 5th house, Dhyastha. So Dhi means Buddhi, intelligence. So the house of intelligence, he is talking about the fifth house. And who are in the fifth house? So he is now talking about the three planets, Surya, Suryadev, and the Sunny and Kuj, Mangaldev. So Saturn, Sun, and Mangal. If all of these three planets sitting in the fifth house, then what will happen? This combination. So there is a chances of Janitri cha bhrata cha nidhanam brajet. So maybe mother and brother of the native might die. That is the Balarishtha. Here everything is a might. It's a sambhavana. This is science of probability. Now in the sixth verse, again some more combination is coming for Balarishtha. Pape chito yuto bhomo lagnago nasubhe chitaha mritu dasya astamasto api sore karne kavayuta. Now he is saying, if the ascendant or eighth house, if think about two houses, ascendant, the Lagna house, ascendant house, and the eighth house. If there is a Mars is there, and there is a connection, there is an aspect of a malefic, again malefic aspect there. And there is no benefic aspects at all. Then that is also a Balarishtha. It is also a Maranakara. So these are the combinations. He's talking about he is talking about these combinations. Now he will give more combination of the Balarishtha. Because here in this chapter, he's talking about the Arishtha. First you do the Arishtha Vichar. When chart is coming, do the Arishtha Vichar. Then go for further analysis. This is the first step. Now in seventh, he's going more deeper. Chandra Surya Grahe Rahuscha Chandra Surya Yuto Yadi Sorry Bhaume Chitam Lagnam Pakshame Cha Jivati. Sorry means Saturn, Bhaum means Mangaldev. We did Grah Gun Swarupadhyaya, so these names are not alien to you, I hope. Now he is talking about the evil combination related to eclipse. So he is saying, if it is time of the solar eclipse, or if it is time of the lunar eclipse. So if it is time of the solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, then the sun, moon, and the Rahu, the node of the moon, if they are in the one sign, and now the combination is coming. In the Lagna, Saturn and Mars is looking on the Lagna. There is an aspect of Saturn and Mars. Now, if this will happen, then native will live only for 15 days. Paksh mekam cha jivita. Paksh, so one paksh. So it's Sukla paksh and Krishna paksh. So 15 days is one paksh. So that is a deadly Arishtha yoga combination. Now more Arishtha combination is coming in further verses. So in verse number 8, Karma sthane sthitah sauriha satrua sthane kalanidhiha chitijaha saptam asthane sahamatra vipadhyate. Now karma sthane. So karma sthane 10th house from the lagna he's talking about. So karma asthane isthita, sorry, it means Saturn is sitting in the karma sthana. Sorry, Saturn is sitting in the karma sthana. Saturn is in the 10th house. And Satru asthane kalanidhi. Who is kalanidhi? Who got 16 kalas? Moon. Moon is the kalanidhi. Satru asthane means 6th house. So in the 6th house, moon is sitting. So now you understanding the combination. Now Saturn is sitting in the 10th and moon is sitting in the 6th. And now come Mangaldev. Where is the Mangaldev here? Kshitijah Saptamasthane. So Mangaldev is in the Saptamasthana. Kshitijah. This is the name of Mangal. Kshiti means Prithvi. And Ja means born from Dhara. So he is a Dharasuta. So that's why. So Saptamasthan Mangaldev. Then what will happen? Sahamatra Vidyape. What will happen then? So he will die with mother. So in this combination, Saturn is playing the role in 10th house, and moon is playing the role in 6th house, and Mars is playing the role in the 7th house. In this Arishtha yoga combination. And in the 9th. Now in the 9th, what Maharshi is coming up with the more deadly Arishtha combinations is coming up. Lagne Bhaskar Putrascha Nidhane Chandramayadi Tritayasto Yada Jivahacha Jivahasa Yati Yama Mandiram. Now he's saying he will go to Yama Mandir, temple of the Yam. So what is the temple of the Yam? It means death. Yama is the lord of death. So now he's saying, now come to the verse, try to understand revelation of Maharshi. So these are the revelation of Maharshi. So these are the reflection, these are the abstract knowledge extracted by Maharshi from Brahma himself. And now Maharshi is revealing out of compassion to Maitre. And through that discussion, we are fortunate enough to learn to listen it. So hope you understand. So no more, analysis sort of thing. These are the abstract principles. So you have to apply these principles when you do the analysis. So Lagne Bhaskar Putra. So Bhaskar Putra Sanidev. Sanidev is the Bhaskar Putra. So Saturn is in the Lagna. And then Nidhane Chandrama Yadi. Nidhane here. Nidhane means Astam. Astam house, earth house. So in the earth, Chandrama is sitting in the. And then Trithiyo Astha Yada Jiva. Who is the Jeev? Jeev is the Guru, Gurudev, Brihaspati, Jupiter. So in the 3rd house, Jupiter is sitting there. Then what will happen? Then that will go to the Yama Mandir. Then that is the Marankarak. So here, Bhaskar Putra, Saturn is playing the role in Lagna, and Chandrama playing the role in the earth house. And the Gurudev, Jupiter, is playing the role here in the 3rd house to send the native to temple of Yam. Now, in 10th verse, more revelation is coming regarding combination of evils, Arishtha yogas. Horayam navame suryaha saptamastaha sanaicharaha ekadase guruha sukro masamekam sajivita. Now he is saying Hora Yam Navame Surya. So here, the position of sun either is in the Lagna or sun either is in the 9th house. So you see sun whether it is in 9th house or it is in Lagna. That is the first condition. Then Saptamah cha Sanishcharaha, and then Sanidev is sitting in the 7th house. So now you place Sun and Saturn already. And now Ekadase Guruha, Jupiter is in the 11th. Jupiter is in the 11th, and not only Jupiter, and Sukra also. Guruha Sukro. So both the gurus sitting together in the 11th house. And the king is sitting in the Lagna or is in the 9th, Sun, the king. And the Saturn is sitting in the Saptamasthana. Then what will happen? Then Mas Mekam Sa Jivati. So the life of the native is only for 1 month. Only 1 month. That is the Arishtha. That is the Balarishtha. He is giving combinations. We should remember these combinations when we start analysis. We check the Balarishtha first. Check the Arishtha first. I'm repeating this again and again because Maharshi repeated this one. Just following the footprints of Maharshi, Mahaguru. Now, next Arishtha is coming in next verse. Vyaye sarvera graha nistha surya sukre indurahavaha visenanasa kartaro drishyava bhangakarinaha. Now he is saying, he is giving now it's like his style, some driver he is just putting like that. He's saying if in the 12th house, Vyaya Sthan is the 12th house. So in the 12th house, all the planets, Sarve Graha Nista, Sarve Graha, all the planets are Arishtha in 12th house. So 12th house, whosoever planet is going, that is no good. He's saying first. And he's saying, but the sun and the Venus and the moon and the Rahu, these are the especially evil in the 12th house. But the driver, the bhang, but drishtva va bhankarinaha. But the drishti, the aspect of these four, sun, Venus, moon, and Rahu, these four, the drishti of these four is capable of do the cancellation of the Arishtha, if there is Arishtha. Although he is talking about the Arishtas only, he is not talking about the Arishtha Bhang. He will talk about the Arishtha Bhang in the next chapter. But this is style of Maharshi Parashara. This is the 66 episode. So we now understand him, how he's traveling, how he's doing things. Now more Arishtas, he will give the more combinations of the Arishtas. Maharshi is saying in the 12th verse, Papan vitah sasi dharmeradhyur lagnagato yadi subhairave shita yutastada mritu pradasitoha. Now he is talking about the Papan vitah sasi. It means the waning moon, malefic moon he is talking about. If malefic moon is in the ascendant or is in the 7th or 9th, and there is a benefic aspect on that waning moon, then this will not give like if there is no benefic aspect on the moon, there is no benefic aspect on the moon, on the waning moon, if it is sitting in the 9, 7 or in the Lagna, then that moon create the Balarishtha, and it would be the Maran Prada. Mritu Pradaha Siso. Now, this is related to the moon. So you can see how moon is very important in considering the Balarishtha. Every time, so many times moon is coming. All the other planets are coming too. Now in the next verse, Sandhyayam Chandrahorayam Gandante Nidhanayayavai Pratekam Chandra Papaischa Kendra Gaisyada Dvinasanam. He's saying, if this is time of the Sandhya, evening. Sandhya means it's a joining of the two, like night is coming and day is going. That is the period, Sandhya, the Sandhi. So he's saying, if it is time of the Sandhya and Hora of the moon. So we know the Hora of the moon. We did that Bargas. Or it's a Gandanta. So Gandanta Nakshatras we did. Like this is a Cancer or Cancer to, that is that Sandhi. Cancer to Leo. And then the Scorpio. The last fine period of the Cancer or the Scorpio or the Pisces, these, if this is the time of the birth, and the moon, he's saying, and the moon and malefic planets are in the all four kendras, 1, 4, 7, 10, then it's a Balarishtha. So timing, if that is the timing and the kendras is occupied with the malefics and the moon, then it's a Balarishtha. Nidhanaye vai. Next, what Maharshi is revealing now, Maharshi is going in deep, drilling down in deep detail for the Balarishtha, giving Arishtha combinations. In the 14th verse, Raveyastu mandalarthastat sandhya sayam sandhya tri nadika tathaivaardhyo yata purvam prata sandhya tri nadika. Now he is saying the sun is, he is talking about the, from the perspective of sun, and he is talking about the timing and in the Vedic form, Vedic system. In the Vedic system, we did that one in the previous episode. We talked about this Vedic system and the modern system of timing. We did that one. You can go and watch that one. So he's saying, if he's giving the timing, if the timing is like a 3 ghati from the mandalardh. So mandalardh, like it's a half of the sun being the bimbasta. So that is from that 3 ghati evening sai, or the ardhoday, half rise ardhoday. So 3 ghati before ardhoday. So you consider this as a prata sandhya. You consider this as a prata sandhya. And if all the malefic planets in the 10th house to the 4th house, so that is called 10th house to the 4th house. That's called the Purvardha. And the other Subhgraha, they are in the Pachmardha. So that is the 4th house, from 4th house to the 10th house. So that we did in the previous episode also. Go and watch time and again if you need more clarity. And there is a Kark Lagna, Cancer ascendant, then it's a Balarist. Cancer ascendant is, the Lagna Lord is a moon himself. So that is the specific for the Cancer ascendant. Now he is talking. Chakra, he did this one like Chakra Purvardha Parardhesu Krur Somyesu Kitbhe. So Kitbhe is like a लग्ने लग्ने गे निधनम याति ना अच्य कार्या विचारणा. And now in the next two verses also he is adding up more combinations for the Arishtas. I'm just going this one and then we'll discuss. Pa vyaya satru gatai krurair mritu dar dravya gaitarayapi पाप मध्य गते लग्ने सत्यमेवा मृत्युम वदे. लग्ना सप्तम गौ पापौ चंद्रो अपि क्रूर संयुतः यदा नावेक्षितः सौम्ये शीघ्रान् मृत्युर्भवे तदा. Now he is saying collectively, like what Maharshi is revealing here. Maharshi is saying, look at the 12th house, 6th house, and 8th house, and 2nd house. If there is a malefic planet there, if malefic planet is sitting there, then these planets are are the marak. So he's talking about the marak. He's giving indication about the marak. He will do the marak adhyaya, complete dedicated marak adhyaya, but he's giving at the moment. And if lagna is hemmed in the malefic, it's a pap kartari, then also it's a maran prad. So that's also Arishtha. Lagna, if lagna is in the pap kartari, that is also Arishtha. And in the last, what he's saying, lagna saptam gau papau. So he's saying lagna and the saptam. So first house and the 7th house. If the pap graha, if the malefic planet is there, and the moon, the most important moon. So moon is also associated with the malefic. And there is no benefic. Nave chitaha somme, no benefic aspect on the moon. Then there will be the sigra maram. Sigrana mritur bhave tada. That is also very prominent Balarishtha. So Maharshi has provided this sort of Balarishtas Maharshi has provided. Yet. Now, what Maharshi is saying, like in the 18th verse, again talking about the Chin Chandrama, waning moon. Chine sasini lagneste papaiha kendrasta sansitaiha yojato mriturumapnoti sa vipresaha na sansayaha. He's saying, hey Vipra, hey Matre, there is no doubt about it. What I'm going to tell you about this Arishtha, this Bala Arishtha. If there is a waning moon in the Lagna, and there is a malefic planet in the Kendra and in the 8th house, then the Jatak, the native will die. There is a might dies, Sambhavana. There are so many combinations. So Maharshi is saying. Now, what Maharshi is going to tell more. पापर्योर्मध्येश्चन्द्रो लग्नास्थान्ति सप्तमः आचिरान् मृत्युनवाप्नोति यो जातः स शिशुतदः. Now he is talking about the again papkartari sort of thing. So he is saying if Chandrama, if the moon is in papkartari, moon is between the two malefic in the lagna, and there is a malefic in first and malefic in the 7th or 8th, you got an option here, then the jatak will die with mother. Mother will also die. This is very bad Balarishtha yoga. Now Mars is giving more combinations. So in verse number 20, so we are in the verse number 20. Let's look what Mars is saying in the verse number. पापद्वयमध्यगते चन्द्रे लग्नसमाश्रिते सप्ताष्टमेन पापेन मात्रा सा मृतः शिशु. That we have already discussed basically. Now next, Arishtha. शनैश्चाचरकार्क भौमेषु अरिष्टधर्माष्टमेषु च शुभैरविरविश्चामानेषु यो जातो निधनं गता. He's saying, he's talking about the Saturn, Sunny, and the Sun and Mangal. So now these three proved. Saturn, Sun, and Mars. Where they are? They are in 12, 9, or 8. If they are in 12, 8, 12, 9, and 8, 12, 9, and 8, then what will happen? And there is no benefic aspect on them. Then this is the Balarishtha. This is the Arishtha. Problem will happen. Problem will happen. He is going drilling down more. He is saying, Yat dris kane cha yamitre yasyastu daruno graha china chandro vilagnasta sadyo harati jivati. He is saying, like in a Dreskan, you go in a Dreskan or in the Saptam Bhav, Dreskan cha yamitre. So, and there is a malefic planet and Cheen Chandrama, the waning moon in the Lagna, then it's a Balarist, it's a Maran Prad. That is the revelation of Maharshi. Now, what Maharshi is saying in the last verse of this episode, Apo klima sistita sarvera graha valavi vivajitaha sasma sanmas Shanmasam vadvimasam va tatsya samudahridam. And now you can understand why Maharshi has given us all the details of special houses. What are the apoklimas, succeedent and all houses? Because now he is applying. He is saying in the Janma Lagna. So from the Janma Lagna, if the planets are weak, and those big planets are coming, sitting in the apoklim adjacent sthan, the houses, and then what will happen? That kid, that jatak will sustain only for 2 months or hardly 6 months. This is the Balarist. This is the, if they are nirmal, grahas are nirmal in the lagna but sitting in the apoklima, then 2 months or maximum 6 months. So these are the Balarishta Maharshi has provided. These are the revelation of Maharshi. In the next episode, we will go more deeper along with Maharshi, and he will give more combination related to Matri Kast Vichar. So in the next episode, we will do Matri Kast Vichar as per our plan. Hope you understand these Balarist yogas, and these yogas will be helpful when you start analyzing, because this is the first and foremost step. First you do this Arishta Vichar, then only go for analysis of the houses. That is the order of Mahaguru, Maharshi Parashara. Thank you for watching. Hope you understand. If you have any queries, feel free to ask. In the end, I will pray for you and pray for everyone. Om Asato ma Sadagamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Santi Santi Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.